specifically?
Sorry, what was that?
I mean, why choose that animal? Why not the Antivan wolves, or the Antivan tigers, oh, or the Antivan dragons?
Someone couldn't resist the wordplay, you know? A group of crows is called a murder.
Oh, that's clever.
Without a guild, who negotiates your contracts?
I do.
How do you keep track of the going rates for detectives all over Minrathus?
I don't.
Mierda. I should introduce you to my negotiator.
Hey, come by for a workout? Do some pull-ups to put muscle on those arms?
Not today. Although pull-ups would also engage the latissimus dorsi quite effectively.
The what?
Oh, the muscles of the middle and lower back.
Oh, yeah, they do. How'd you know?
Autopsies teach us a great deal about how the body is put together.
Oh, right.
Strife, I got a tip there might be trouble here in Arlathan.
You're just in time. We've got a problem.
I was out with a scouting party, and we spotted the venatori moving into the area.
They're being directed by Elganan or Gillenane. They have to be. The Grey Wardens warned us the gods were heading to Arlathan, but why bring the venatori?
We don't know. That's where you come in.
Every time I bump into the venatori, there's some kind of evil rune, ritual, or relic involved.
Or all three.
I'll give you the rough location where we sighted them, but you might have to search beyond that.
They want something, and we need to know what they're up to.
I'll find out what it is.
Feel free to take out as many of them as you can. This is our forest.
Venatori. As if things weren't already bad enough around here.
The gods sent them. I need to know what they're plotting. Right, so, we need to find these venatori. I've got the spot Irulan marked on the map. Let's start there.
This place makes the back of my eyes hurt.
This was the center of a war between Tevinter Magisters and ancient elves. Blood magic everywhere. The Magisters destroyed Arlathan City. That kind of magic leaves an impression.
Venatori. Irulan was right.
Let's kick them out.
That's the last of them.
Good. Now what were they doing out here?
Looks like they set up a camp.
Let's take a look. Not sure what this is. Valara?
It's Dalish. There's a Dalish camp nearby. If the Venatori hit them...
They could be in trouble.
Let's go. Now. We've seen Venatori out here before. They're always looking for relics. I wonder if that's what the gods have them hunting for. Looks like we got them all. This many Venatori in Arlathan is just wrong. Never seen it like this.
At least we're headed the right way. Arlathan Forest is as weird as ever. Come on, rock seems stable enough. Let's get through here.
Valara, there's Venatori ahead.
Galadar, stay put. We'll take care of them. Galadar, what's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
Hold on. Rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right. Get back to Strife and Irulan and let them know. Damn it. Still locked.
Rook, over the door there. Symbols.
Okay, let's get it unlocked.
Well done.
Time to get moving.
Venatori plans are always twisted. They wouldn't come here at random. They want something.
Who says they don't have a reason? There they are. What do you want? Why are you attacking my people?
The job's done.
Not soon enough.
I still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around. The bridge is out.
The other Veil Jumpers must have shut it down to keep the Venatori out. Has to be a power crystal around here.
Listen, hear that?
Someone's in trouble. Come on!
Trouble on the way.
I see them! We have to end this! Leave this camp alone! Come and try!
You'll have to go through me. These are my people.
If you leave now, we might let you stay alive.
No, we won't.
There. No more taunting from that one.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
More symbols, like before.
Shouldn't be hard. All right, that did it. Let's see what she has to say.
It's okay, you're safe. I'm a veil jumper. What happened here?
That other veil jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed? Why am I not surprised?
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the venatori took them. Let's look around.
If they lay one finger on those prisoners...
Dead venatori here. Nothing unusual. Not much to go on. Just some mud here, but it looks like there's some kind of glass here too.
Strange.
Some papers here, but nothing useful. No mention of a location. Well, doesn't look like the venatori brought many supplies with them.
They must have a nest close by. We find it. Maybe we find the Dalish.
Wait! The glass we found! There's a crater here in Arlathan. Thousands of years ago, blood magic destroyed that area. All that energy turned the sand to glass.
And we know the venatori didn't come very far.
They must have taken the Dalish to the crater.
We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
This isn't over yet. We'll put a stop to it.
Where did they take the prisoners?
The lake. The old crater.
We have to do something.
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
The voices again.
What of your dreams?
A discordant refrain and shadows, nothing more.
In our prison, there was more. I dreamed the songs of the living abyss. And now, masked eyes across the sea. A storm that drinks the sky.
The future is intangible. Only the past and the present matter.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start then.
We did kill Gillening's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
Which means no rest for us.
Not till they're dead.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veil Jumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Neve. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
We're going to get that close to a crowd of venatori.
It's quickest. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Neve, I need you with me. You know the venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
I'll go with the veil jumpers.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
And the others?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone in the trees. Strife and the veil jumpers.
Good.
They're going to bleed the Dalish deer.
Hala. They're going after Hala.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Wait until we find our target.
We don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
They will pay, one way or another.
Byrantia, there's a few of us here. The view from Ventus.
It is truly our time, my friend.
They've returned, and the enemies of Tevinter will fall.
News of this gathering is everywhere. Do you think Rook will show up?
Why, if it isn't Aurelin Vera. Does your father know you're here?
Please, he disinherit me. The old fool needs to die. That magisterium seat should be mine.
My prices are very reasonable. We'll talk.
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Something's wrong. It feels like blood magic, but stronger.
Stop! Who are you? I don't recognize any of you.
You don't recognize me?
I don't... Magister... Lady,
Appalling. They'll hire anyone these days.
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane, like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
A human mage. Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elgarnon.
Hopefully that means fewer tentacles.
I wouldn't mind another try at Gillenane.
Let's keep going. This robe is starting to give me a rash.
What do you think Rook's like in person? Do you think they smell nice?
What is wrong with you? And have you forgotten which side you're on?
No. I mean, think about if we could turn them. Riding beside Rook, at the head of Tevinter's vast armies.
I could stab them for you, on the house.
Keep your voice down.
I feel you. I see you. I know how you suffer. Come to me, and I will ease your soul.
Don't need another voice in here.
Listen, Watcher, and I shall share the secrets of death and what lies beyond.
He's making promises, tempting me.
All I want from you is a blade in your heart.
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament, and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains, hear my voice, and ride! I am Elganon, once called Lusicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
You long for the secrets of the Fade. This I can give to you. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. Ethelinas. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
And trying to conceal us. He'll know someone broke his hold.
Balara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
Elgarnon is within my reach. Give me the dagger.
No. We can't touch him now that his Archdemon's in play. I won't risk Dalish lives.
Heresy! Obliterate them! For Elgarnon!
I'll make this quick.
Serve your master.
Look there. The Archdemon.
Yeah. So maybe we avoid its attention?
I want the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
He's riling them up. They won't back down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants?
There's a problem.
And now Darkspawn.
Of course. Why wouldn't the venatori bring their new friends on the wall?
Is the dragon on our trail?
It doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillenane lost her dragon. I make Elganon more cautious. Dalish arrows. Strife and the other Veil Jumpers were here.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners. Over there. That cage. I think that's where the Dalish are being held.
Let's get this done.
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way. We have to be quick, before the Venatori catch up. That way! Through the gate! Damn it! Shut tight, and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
There has to be another way out. Shit.
What do you need us to do?
We're stuck. Gate's shut, and we can't open it from here.
Right. Be careful. You've more venatori on the way.
Not really. The venatori are on quarry.
How's it looking?
Needlessly intricate. Give us just a moment.
Tell me we're close to getting this thing open.
Patience is a virtue.
There's an entire venatori army coming for us.
You beat venatori all the time.
Still no luck?
Just a moment longer.
Really, are you sure you can open this?
Yes, we can do it!
What's that thing?
Eyes open.
Come on.
Well, that's good.
We'll keep the exits clear while you head for the Dalish. Good luck!
Your fight is futile. My venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
Wait. This feels off.
What just happened? Where are we?
I'm not sure. Come on! We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven has been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Again?
It's Elganon. He's found us.
And she's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's blight here. It wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help, and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Do we know the Dalish is still alright? What if Elganon sends the venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook, can you hear me?
Solas?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solas.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
I heard him again. Tell me one of you heard that.
Heard what?
I fear we lack the time for explanation.
Not the time, Solas.
The venatori are coming. Do you truly wish to rebuff an offer of assistance?
What kind of assistance?
If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lathalin! Ma banal avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
Need to get that. Let's keep moving. Solas is going to distract Elganon.
Fen'Harel, you have no power here.
Whoever that is sure got his attention.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the Dread Wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen'Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mythal's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Mother's ban, Shevgar Fen'Harel.
The only reason Mythal joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
Are you all right?
I can hear them in my head. We can do this.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself. Save your friends.
I can see the way through. I think Solas's distraction is working. I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
And there. The Dalish.
Break the crystal, let's go!
The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elganon the Mighty? Blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Were you talking to... Sorry, they're very loud.
That's them! Kill them! We have to obliterate them!
Once the Blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did in yours, and you will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the Blight.
Save your games for the mortals, Dread Wolf. The Blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down. Your whining comes from envy, Fen'Harel, but it does not have to be so. There is a place for you at my side in a new, glorious empire.
But it will not have Alluvians, will it? Junei built them. Now he is dead. Our great cities came from Siles. Our deepest mysteries from Dirthaman.
I will restore it all. Their achievements will not be lost.
You were a bully who ruled over what others had built, and now the others are gone. Who do you have left? Gillenane? You cannot rebuild the world by stitching together monsters.
You saved us.
Time to get out of here. I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The ward's still in place there will shield you all from Elganan's sight.
Solas, thank you.
Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elgar'nan was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elgar'nan sacrificed his own venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elgar'nan was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elgar'nan were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elgar'nan was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now. Heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind. And you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No, you just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you would have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
All right. I can see how you and Elgar'nan would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like the terrible trickster Fen-Harel who sealed away the gods.
There was truth to their stories. My rebellion had indeed disrupted the lives of those who had been comfortable. And when I created the Veil, I destroyed an empire. Their judgments were fair, if clouded. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen-Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And one of the first lessons in the Mornwatch is that the Fade is reality as seen through a smoky mirror.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
Last time I got his attention, he got angry enough to come after us with the Blighted Dragons. Hopefully this baits him into a mistake we can use against him.
Every act of resistance is a thorn in his side. He will break soon. When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon. And the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us? Because we don't give up. Knock us down, and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon?
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam Navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Did Viago tell you how much time we have?
Days to weeks. Nothing more precise.
Well, that's our best lead so far. Track those supplies and we should find the gods.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Despite the odds, we've survived. We made a habit of it. Take some time. Rest. Be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last. Mana, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkoss.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
There you are.
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
That's exactly the kind of reckless necromancy that gives the rest of us a bad name.
Just so. But we found where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkoss intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
We could also be having a normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. No. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Wonderful dinner last night, Lucanus.
Thank you.
But I can't persuade you to try pairing with something from the Mark?
Can it beat an Antivan red?
You must let me bring you some.
I'll try it, just to see what the Watchers keep in their cellars.
More a tomb, but it shouldn't be hard to persuade the late Lord Vanderstern to spare one bottle.
Ah.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkoss's lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
Nothing livens up a party like having a few undead around.
It always lends them a certain ambience. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's going to occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
There should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkoss must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkoss.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hezenkoss has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if the book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host's grand announcement.
My invitation was so unexpected. I thought Hezenkoss despised me after I beat her to an unsealed crypt some years back.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hezenkoss's portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this mansion?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
We're not alone here.
Johanna's creatures, we must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography, hmm?
This isn't it?
Oh, a handsomely bound volume, but no.
What about this? Oh, it's haunted.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says. Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
Were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezenkoss? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undeath.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my. A body from the House of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
That's amazing. Should we take it back to the necropolis?
Well, if there's no claimants, it would be a crime not to.
Time to find Hezenkoss. He's all yours, Emmrich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmrich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkoss?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkoss makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook! Did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk! Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
More undead.
Let's work. We're on the right track.
Alright, there's that red tapestry. This wall looks... Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes! Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
So Manfred speaks. That'll get the other Watchers talking.
And they said a simple wisp could only grow so much. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I ask that?
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkoss is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for. This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Mierda.
I thought you and your little friends might work your way to my party for Karen.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
Ha! Such little baby!
That glow on the skeleton up there. That's Hezenkoss's lantern.
She's going to use the time stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
This is a revenge list.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and complex grudge.
People from the party. You.
Unsurprising.
And Manfred.
How dare she?
That was a lot of undead.
You may as well weep for the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkoss failed that lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable. Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts on your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis's wards here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't sense what she's been creating.
Don't think I can't sense your content.
Oh, I wish Manfred had stayed above.
It'll be fine. We'll handle this.
Manfred, there you are.
And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside.
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenkoss trapped in the manor. That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmrich!
There are too many trapped spirits! I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
The art of what? Destroying a city?
Do you ever stop prattling?
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals, you all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move!
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmrich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the light of the people here!
We need to stop Hezenkoss long enough to destroy that lantern.
That much life inside it? The backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you, wretches, my union with my creation will be complete! Run, Volkaren! Scurry like the rat you are! I can't believe you brought your ridiculous pet skeleton with you!
His name is Manfred!
Aren't you resistant? Fine! I'll go down there myself!
About time.
Silence! It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Volkaren. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
This isn't working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
We have to move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern.
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Volkaren, before I... You miserable little...
kick her ass, Emmrich.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small bite!
Emmrich, how's Manfred holding together?
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmrich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
Hail the lords of the necropolis.
Hail the Watchers. What has brought you?
My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmrich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom, Rook. That leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Mortality's a hard price, but you'd miss Manfred.
Oh, of course I would. But a Watcher should be more accepting of loss, of grief, of his own death in turn.
You're braver than you know, Emmrich. You've always risked your life. Against Hezenkoss, against the gods.
Death's abyss always recedes with someone to brave it for.
I think facing a lot of things would be easier if Manfred was back.
Oh, he was fearless. He has so much potential, Rook. So far to grow.
Then help him do it.
You're absolutely right. I'll need your help. Rest easy, Manfred. We'll soon have you back amongst the living. I've made my preparations, Rook. Will you help me restore Manfred to the world of the living?
I pledge assistance as a Watcher to this work.
Let us walk these paths together with the dead. Thank you. We must go to the necropolis once you're ready.
Well, never re-raised the dead. I defer to the senior Watcher.
I've never tried it either. In any other circumstance, this would be fascinating. We'll need assistance finding Manfred's wisp and drawing it back into his body. By pact and pledge, I seek an audience. By light and breath, let wisdom come.
You too?
Allow me to give you their full and proper names, the keepsake of ages and far-sighted curio.
I didn't know those were your names when we met before. You're two of our oldest spirits.
We've watched long enough to be caught in paper thoughts.
Not that we've sought much fame.
Friends, my assistant, my ward, Manfred, sacrificed himself to save us.
We'd heard you'd abandoned Lichdom to bring him back. Your work, your dreams.
You paid the price. But it seems there are many flickers of curiosity in the Fade.
And only one you seek. Draw his wisp near. Speak.
Can I help?
Yes, please. Think of Manfred. Tell me something you felt about him. Concentrate.
He was always excited to be around you, Emmrich. If spirits can learn to love, he loved you.
In the sea of the Fade, there are wakes left by our passing. Our desires, our fears. I leave this beacon for you, Manfred. Follow my voice. Return to me, please. Manfred?
It worked.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful indeed.
Thanks for stitching that seam on my coat, Fred. It was coming loose. And nice new threads yourself.
Thank you. Yes, we needed something to mark him as an apprentice around the necropolis.
It's a good fit. See you around.
Yes!
Oh, you know what to call me. Okay, bring it down now.
He's excited for his training. Manfred's spellcraft is coming along nicely, more or less. Some undead have the potential to cast magic. I believe his was unlocked by his journey through the Fade.
What was that like?
Dunno.
You mean you don't know?
Dunno.
We must work on that enunciation. Why don't you fetch the primer?
Oh, our talking skeleton's learning more words.
He's already picked up shan't from somewhere. As he grows, Manfred will better learn to take care of himself. I won't worry so much when I pass on.
How do you feel about that last part?
I have moments of regret for what Lichdom might have been. But none would make me exchange this for anything.